My dad had a shirt that had the motto, "Be careful," on it. But the warrior heat in me could not be contained, so I had to start a project without my dad noticing, but I had a lack of cash. Luckily, I knew an important leprechaun. Unfortunately, he lived inside a reinforced mountain with a narrow trail as the only path. So I took off with only a bunch of marbles in my pocket and my dog right by my side. After I got lost on my way through the forest to find a trail, I used my map and innate logic to head in a straight line towards the mountain. Then I came across a giant drinking fountain with a mermaid statue in the middle of it, but it started making noise. All of a sudden, the mermaid shot fire out of its mouth and hissed at me and my dog. "You must be careful on your journey, or there will be an unpleasant present waiting for you at the end. There is a guaranteed gate under the dragon's egg if you dare to venture there." "Oh, I dare," I thought to myself, and I took off, faster than a small vomiting rabbit. I headed towards the closest possible large rock and used my everyday workout skills to jump from the rock into the nearest tree, and I then proceeded to weigh my options before climbing to the top to study my surroundings. Spotting a net not too many trees away, I was careful not to let any fear creep in as I leapt out over the canopy. Arms wide, I flew through the air, getting closer and closer to the net. It wasn't until I stopped moving forward, but was still moving downward, that a dose of reality sank in. Surely a great ceremony will be held when I'm gone. A great funeral ceremony, I thought, but it was only because I seemed to have really bad luck. I landed on the golden net, and it sprung me up 20 feet in the air before I fell back towards the ground. The only problem was I wasn't going to land back in the net. The golden net keeps shifting from one spot to the next. One moment it's under me, the next it's 50 feet over. Clenching my jaw, I brace for impact to the hard ground. I tried to roll as I hit the ground, but all I did was a clumsy flip that made me twist my ankle. I limped to a nearby tree and rested against it. Suddenly, I thought, where on earth was my dog? A gentle breath on the back of my ankles dissolved my worries. How did he find me? I turned around for his pretty smile, but was greeted by the snarling teeth of a mountain lion. My brain chose that moment to lose the ability to function, which was mildly annoying. My mouth opened and closed as I stared at the horrific fangs inches away from my face. I considered pelting it with marbles, but decided against it, and it was just as he was taking another step towards me, probably to rip my head off, that the creature stiffened, as if listening to something, and then leaped away into the forest. Crashing fast through the forest came none other than the world's best dog, a.k.a. my dog, Sniffus Maximus. And in a blink of an eye, he shot past me, ran up a tree, and backflipped right in front of me. I had never seen him run so quick or jump so high, almost like the forest was somehow able to divide my little buddy's molecules and rebuild him with a little extra charm. He looked very strong, with no hint of weakness whatsoever. He ran in circles around me as I got up, and together we walked farther into the forest. It wasn't too much longer before an angry bull charged at us, but the strangest thing happened. He stopped not 5 feet before us and reared up onto his hind legs and stared at us, breathing steam through his nostrils. But that wasn't even the strange part. The bull, in a most improbable struggle, pulled out a tiny monocle and top hat from a hidden path behind his ear. I say, old chaps, The bull spoke with a posh British accent. "Would you care to join me for afternoon tea?" My mouth dropped open as I saw my new rival transform. He now appeared to be a gentleman capable of traveling the islands or reading non-fiction, not a wild jumping bull or someone's outdoor pet. "Obviously, I would be delighted to join you for tea, old chap," I replied, adopting what I hoped was a posh accent to match his, though my mind was reeling from this surreal encounter. Due to my so-called proper upbringing, I knew to extend my pinky while sipping. His quick feet were a major reason of why he won the race to the wolf's cottage. The shine of the forest must be adjusting my molecules as well. I must rank the fastest in the nation, faster than the best dog in the world, Sniffus Maximus, but not by much, as he was right behind me. The British bull casually gestured to a toxic mushroom circle in the center of his cottage, indicating where we should sit. "I must warn you," he said gravely, adjusting his monocle. "Your movements beyond this point will determine if you survive. The leprechaun's treasure comes at a steep score." "The gravity of the situation," I said, trying to appreciate his warning while maintaining my posh accent, "seems quite dire." Just then, Sniffus Maximus let out a long howl that echoed through the trees. The mushroom circle began to glow, revealing a hidden range of mountain paths. "The choice is yours," said the bull. "Contain the chaos or chase the gold, but you cannot replace what will be lost."